Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Makroti Dachanam, Panguranga taking Yat Gita Talahang Vande Sri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananavadama Sri Chaitanya Iswaram Jai Shri Shri Radha Manan Mahan Jagannath Dev Suladra Jai Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Ki Harilo. So, first we want to take our daily bath in the Ganges. I don't know, yesterday we might have forgotten. Please repeat. Ganga, Ganga, Ganga. This is the fourth day of the 5-day Vishma Panchaka. We're supposed to offer Java flower at the shoulder of the Lord, but it seems they couldn't locate the flower here in Hyderabad or Secunderabad.
Today is the fourth day of Bhishma Panchak. First we are taking bath by chanting Ganga 3 times. Today we have to offer the Pushpa Java flower, which we didn't get in Hyderabad or Secunderabad. This has to be offered to the shoulder of the Lord.
So I offered Manas.
So Maharaj offered it in mind, Manas.
On behalf of all the devotees.
On behalf of all the devotees.
So we offer our Tartana, Argya and Pranam to Bhishma Dev.
So we do now Tarpana, Agya and Pranam of the Bhishma Dev.
Om
Om
Vairagya Bhadra Kotraya Samkriti Pararaya Cha Ahutraya Dadamyetat Salilam
Vishmavarmani
Argyam Vasunamavaraya Santanor Atmajaya Argyam Dadami Vishmaya Ajanma Brahmacharine Pranam Om Bhishma Santanavo Veera Satyavadi Jitendriya Abhira Abhirat Apnatu Putra Pautro Chitam Kriyam Jai Vishnu Ki Jai. Tomorrow is the last day of the Bhishma Panchaka.
Tomorrow is the last day of Bhishma Panchaka.
And who is observing that?
And who is doing it? Who is observing Bhishma Panchaka?
1, 2, 3. Any ladies?
Matajis who are observing Bhishma Panchaka. Evaru Bhishma Panchakam chestunaru?
So since there's so few, if you want, you can come and you have to break the fast after dark.
We have to, if you want, you can come and break the fast. You have to break the fast after dark.
So we'll try to break the fast just as soon as the sun set, and then come here for the last day of Dhamma.
So I try to break the fast as soon as the sunset and come for the last day of Bhishma Panchaka.
There's the Malika flower.
Last day is Malati flower.
We need tomorrow.
We need tomorrow.
So anyone has such a tree at their house?
Anyone has such a tree in their house? Malati flower. Anybody has such a tree in their house?
You know such a tree?
One flower is sufficient. Malati flower.
Anyway, you can contact Maharaja if you find one, or Zuma will be here tomorrow.
You can contact Mahavaraha.
And otherwise, we'll offer Manas again.
Otherwise, we offer Manas.
So, since we want to end the class early, we'll go right into the question and answer.
So, since we have to end the class early, we go into the question and answer session. How do the Manu change during Brahma's life? Do they die and the next one born, or how do they change? This is from Bhakti Priya, Manipal.
Lanita, you were talking about her that she does she's helping to guide the ladies in Nainital University in the path of Bhakti Yoga. She's a doctor,
She's a doctor.
and she's guiding the ladies,
She's guiding the ladies in Manipal University
right, in Bhakti Yoga.
in Bhakti Yoga.
Yoga, the yogas that there are 14 manas in one day of Brahma.
In the 4 yugas, there are 14 manus in one day of Brahma.
And during each manu, there's a different Indra.
For each manu, there is different Indra.
Whether they die or whether they retire, I'm not sure.
Whether they die or they retire, I'm not sure.
I'd have to study that.
I haven't studied that.
But we know that there is a minor destruction,
But we know that there is minor destruction,
and that there's a change of the management on the outer planets.
and there is a change of management in upper planets.
So this is as much as we know right now.
So this is as far as we know right now.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. How do I become serious in devotional life? Yesterday's question.
It says that if you serve a pure devotee of the Lord, then you'll become serious in your Krishna consciousness.
It is said, if you serve the pure devotee of Lord, then you can become serious in Krishna consciousness.
Because the pure devotee is very serious, and so serving him, you have to become serious.
Because pure devotee is very serious, and so you can become very serious.
In one case, Prabhupada, everywhere he goes, he said, why do I always smell a fresh paint?
So in one case in Prabhupada, he always felt fresh pain.
Because they would always paint his quarters just before he came.
His quarters before he came.
So Jamuna Devi Dasi, she had organized the things in Prabhupada's room, and she was expecting to get praised.
So Jamuna Devi Dasi arranged the things in Prabhupada's room and was expecting praise.
So she was waiting for Prabhupada to praise her.
She was waiting for Prabhupada to praise her.
But Prabhupada started looking at different things.
So Prabhupada started looking at the paint.
It's not going the way I thought.
Oh, it's not. She thought that, it's not the way it's going as I thought.
Prabhupada was looking somewhere and must find a defect.
Prabhupada was looking somewhere in the paint, the defect.
So he is looking and looking,
So he is looking and looking.
and then finally he tries to open one of the windows.
Finally, he opened one window.
No, he tried to
He
open.
tried to open one
He
window.
couldn't open it
He couldn't open it
because it was painted shut.
because the paint is shut.
So why the window is not opening?
Why the window is not opening?
And then Jamuna Devi Dasi, she broke down in tears.
Jamuna Devi Dasi, she broke down into tears.
She thought she was going to get praised,
She thought she get praise.
but instead, Prabhupada found the one thing wrong in the room, the window is painted shut.
But instead of that, Prabhupada found one thing wrong in the one thing wrong in the room. That window was shut.
So afterwards, she became very serious. She realized
After that, she became very serious. She realized
we should never think we've done everything perfect.
we should never think that we have done anything perfect.
We should always think we can do better for the Lord, better for the
We should
devotee.
always think we can do better for the Lord.
Hare Krishna, okay.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Sometimes in our spiritual career, we get the doubt, where am I getting into? Is this normal or is this because of lack of faith? Question from Alekhya. Alekhya Mataji.
This question is normal for someone who is just beginning,
This question is normal for someone who is just beginning.
because there's so many groups and so many things that it's natural that one would think, what am I doing?
Because there's so many groups and there's so many things, one is not sure where they're getting into.
See? But if somebody is already in the movement for a long time,
But if somebody is already in the movement for a long time,
having this doubt is very strange.
having this doubt is a very strange.
You know, like I had it the first few days,
I had it first few days.
and I thought, okay, I'll try it out for 2 months,
Then I thought it out, I'll try for 2 months
just to pacify my mind.
just to pacify my mind.
I'll try it out, and if I like it, okay, no more. That's last questions. No more. Okay, if it doesn't work in 2 months, then I'll quit and try something else.
If it doesn't work in 2 months, I'll quit and try something else.
But if I don't try it fully,
But
how will I know it?
But if I don't try it fully, how do I know it?
So let me fully, at least for a couple of months, fully absorb.
So at least for a couple of months, I fully tried.
And I've been here ever since.
And I've been
here ever since.
I'm then here ever since.
Since 1968.
Since 1968.
How many years is that?
20, 30, 32. 41 years.
31 years.
Hari Bol.
So I don't have that doubt anymore.
I don't have that doubt.
I didn't have that after 2 months.
I didn't have after that 2 months.
So if someone's born in Krishna consciousness, maybe they have the doubt when they're like real young.
Someone who is born in Krishna consciousness, maybe they have this doubt when they are very young.
But as they grow, this doubt should be no longer there.
But as they go, this doubt should be no longer there.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We read in the Vedic literature that the woman's husband guides his wife in Krishna consciousness. What if the wife has to guide her husband, like Prithu Maharaj and Pandavas?
I understood everything that was said except the last phrase. What does Prithu and Pandavas have to do with it?
I think they gave it as an example, like they have some doubt. Like Prithu Maharaj and Pandavas. They're supported by their wife or something. Who has
How is Prithu Maharaj guided by his wife? It says the wife should be the intelligence of the husband,
wife should be the intelligence of husband,
even when the husband is Krishna conscious.
even if husband is in Krishna consciousness.
But These are normal, ideal situations.
He said, no, ideal situations.
When we have uh, couples where the wife is more Krishna conscious than the husband.
When we have couples where the wife is more advanced than husband in Krishna consciousness.
So she is expert in how to make the husband feel his masculine, whatever, guna. At the same time, she actually controls the whole show. In a very discreet way, she controls everything.
In very risky way, she controls everything. Discreet manner, she controls everything.
There's a story once, you see, everybody is, which man follows his wife?
There's a story, which man follows his wife.
So they filled up a stadium of people.
You look,
They filled a stadium of people.
they filled a stadium of people.
At that time, it was announced, those who follow their wife move to the left.
At that time they said, those who do not follow their wife,
No, those who follow their wife
those who follow their wife,
move over.
move to the left.
So everybody moved one person.
Everybody moved except one person.
So the king thought, at least one person is, not following his wife.
The king thought at least one person is not following his wife.
So they asked him, why did you move with everybody else?
Why didn't you move with everybody else? King asked.
So my wife told me to avoid crowds.
Then he told to the king that his wife told him to avoid the crowd. When one practices devotional service for whole life, but at the time of death is still on Kanishta level or still has many material desires in the heart, how much he has chance to get Krishna Prem? But this is by Dhanya Nimaidas.
It has many material desires,
If one has many material desires,
then one may take birth again in the material world.
then one may take again birth again in material world.
Maybe one is born in the heavenly planets,
Maybe born in heavenly planets.
or depends what the desires they have.
Depends on what desires they have.
Maybe the desires appear very strong, but they may be very insignificant.
Maybe the desires may be more strong, but it may be.
They may appear
They may appear very strong, but they are insignificant.
In any case, like Prabhupada was saying, we should be 100% Krishna conscious, then we can get love for Krishna.
In any case, Prabhupada said that we should be 100% Krishna conscious, then we can get Krishna Prem.
But 100%, that's like zero error.
100% like zero error.
So the devotees are feeling downcast. So then he said, all right, 90%.
So then Prabhupada said 90%.
He was giving this class in Montreal, I was there.
So he was giving his class in Montreal, then I was there.
I was there. I was there.
I was there. I wasn't there.
I had no hair, by the way. I had no hair, but I was there.
I had
I had no hair, but I was there.
I had no hair, but I was there.
I heard you say something like hair. Anyway, then that time he had a raised pulpit where he was giving lecture. We didn't know what a Vyasa was. We had a raised pulpit.
We had a raised platform.
Pulpit.
Pulpit.
So he was going down the stairway.
He was going down the stairway.
He turned to the devotees.
He turned to the devotees.
Even 80% in Krishna will accept you.
Even 80% Krishna will accept you.
So devotees were feeling a little relief.
Devotees were feeling little relief.
Then he started to walk away.
Then he started walk away.
He turned back.
He turned back.
He had his cheddar trailing.
He has his chadar. Chadar.
Even 70% and Lord will take you.
Even 70% Lord will take you. Yes, sir.
He threw his cheddar over his shoulder. He walked out with a high head.
He threw his chadar over shoulder and walked away.
With a head high.
And head high.
Prabhupada ki,
Jai.
Prabhupada ki,
Jai.
Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
The question was, what if one is still a Kanishta? Well, it depends how much you're Kanishta.
It depends how much you're Kanishta. Why do you want to be Kanishta?
50%, 60%, 70%.
It depends on how much you're Kanishta. 50%, 60%, 70%.
There's some leeway. Krishna may take you anyway.
Some level Krishna may take you anyway.
If you have too many desires, then alright, Krishna will satisfy what you want.
If you have too many desires, then Krishna will satisfy what you want. How to practice Krishna consciousness in provoking difficult conditions? In provoking conditions or difficult conditions?
What?
In provoking conditions.
I'm trying to think of the conditions
I am trying to think about the conditions
where one is not in some difficulty.
in some conditions in which one is not in some difficulty.
Usually there's some difficulty.
Usually there is some difficulty.
And the devotional service is different than other yogas.
And the devotion service is different from other yogas.
Like Yashoda.
Like Yashoda.
She worried about Krishna.
She worried about Krishna.
Oh, the stones are so sharp.
Oh, the stones are so sharp.
Krishna's lotus feet are so tender.
Krishna's lotus feet are so tender.
I want to know if his feet are being pierced by the stones.
I want to know he is be pierced by the stones.
Like that, there's always some. In fact, the Lord, He likes to provoke us. It brings out our true nature, our surrender to Him.
In fact, the Lord always gives a situation where to bring our true nature.
So, we shouldn't try to avoid provoking situations. Rather, we should learn to surrender in them.
We should not try to avoid the provoking difficult situations, conditions, but try to learn from them.
And try to surrender to Krishna through every situation.
Try to surrender to Krishna in every situation.
Because this is training for us to be Krishna conscious at the time of death.
Because this is a training for us to be Krishna conscious at the time of death.
Okay?
This is from children. What is the real education? What is the goal of life?
From Chaitanya.
Children.
Children, what is? The real education is education that we're not this body, that we're the spirit soul, we're the eternal servant of Krishna.
The real education is the education that we are not this body, we are spirit soul and we are servants of Krishna.
I was in one printing house.
I was in one preaching house.
Printing
house.
In Krishnanagar.
In Krishnanagar.
Which was the district headquarters of Nadia district.
Which was the district headquarters of Nadia district.
There, the printer was printing exam papers.
There, the printer was printing
the second grade.
There, the printer was printing the exam papers.
So they had a question. Tumar ki porichoy. What is your identity?
What is your identity?
So the teacher was there to pick up the exam papers.
So the teacher who was there
to pick up the exam papers.
To pick up the exam paper.
So I asked him, what is the correct answer?
The Maharaj asked, what is the correct answer?
He said, if they write.
So he said, if they write.
I'm a Bengali, I'm an Indian,
I'm a Bengali, I'm an Indian.
like that.
like that.
So I said, what if they write on the spirit soul?
So Maharaj asked, what if they write, I am spirit soul?
We'll fail them.
Then the teacher told, we'll fail them.
So this is our educational system in India.
This is the educational system in India.
That we have to answer to get the past mark. We need to answer in a materialistic way.
If we need to get pass mark, we need to answer in a materialistic way.
So that's why the Gurukul education has advantage to it.
So that's why the Gurukul education is vanished soon.
Anyway, there's the body, the mind, and the soul. So this question can be answered on different levels.
Anyway, on this level, body, mind, soul, this question can be answered on any level.
What is your identity?
What is your identity?
Your body's identity, your mind's identity, your identity as a spirit soul.
Body's identity, mind's identity, or identity as a spirit soul.
Okay?
Okay.
So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.